God damn, Jimmy. This some serious gourmet shit.
No gimmicks. It's coffee. It's good. It's brewed when you order it, roasted when you order it. That's the big difference here. When you go buy the bags that are sitting in Gander Mountain or whatever like that.
Alright, bye guys. Be back.
I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. You know what the craziest thing was? When we were outside, right? And cops were in the suite, we just kept hearing coffee brand coffee. And I was like, what's happening? Coffee. And I was like, what?
Being
Looking
haunted.
around. And then I open the chat and all I see is Chet's coffee brand coffee. I'm like, what's happening? Ordering. Jeremy.
I know the real reason now that I had to deal with the local law enforcement last night. Apparently, this person is a huge beanie hater, but they got confused. They got mixed up with beanie and a humble bean merchant. I got caught up in the crossfire. Maybe it was a language translation thing or something of that nature. Beanie, beans, I get it. I understand. You know, all jokes aside, I did want to, first of all, thank Tim for, I mean, Tim and I have been talking at length, like texting back and forth, sharing information, and he's gone out of his way. Like he covered it this morning on his YouTube channel, which is great because it sent a couple hundred people to my, maybe even a couple thousand people to my channel. He didn't have to mention Coffee Brand Coffee, but he did, and I appreciate that. By the way, code TimCast will save you 5%. And Tim doesn't get any of that money, but you know, he doesn't need it. But I do want to cover what happened to him last night and, you know, remind people that, like, you know, I believe, it is my opinion that that any type of swatting activity is an attempt to have somebody removed from this planet and should be charged as such. And those charges should stack every time you do it. So to Tim, there's 5 or 10 people in the building. That should be 10 counts. And every time he does it, it should be another round. When this person, if this person is ever caught, I don't believe they will be, they should be facing hundreds of years in the clink. They don't care. Law enforcement is going to have to be the ones that actually do something about it and figure it out. I don't think that they generate really, or, you know, put any real money towards this kind of thing until it would happen to, like, somebody higher profile. You have a situation where you know, this happened to Tim a dozen times, and they're just really no closer as far as, well, I see publicly, to finding out who it is or actually, you know, getting any retribution. So really, our local law enforcement is really going to have to be the ones that make the change. They're going to have to invest money to figure this kind of stuff out. You know, I have a couple friends in the FBI who reached out to me this morning just to check up on me and see how I'm doing. I didn't ask them anything about, like, you know, the case, but I did, you know, I will be sending their number, and I got the number of the person that called and the service they used to send the text message and a couple other digital footprint things to send to the FBI, but they're probably not going to catch them. You know, and last night on Timcast IRL, it ended up being evacuated for what was almost a couple of hours. I'm assuming that it was some sort of comment, like an Ethan Klein, like someone said, an Ethan Klein-esque type comment about the Timcast building. Very scary situation. I know, you know, Tim and the crew's been through it a dozen times. I'm not sure if they were ever thrown on the ground in handcuffs like I was, but, like, certainly you would think at this point, you know, I know that law enforcement is just doing their job, but, like, bruh, can we put a few dollars, like, this is clearly the same person doing it over and over again. Like, look, all I can say, because I don't believe they'll be caught, is to ask them not to do that to me again. Do I think that they will care? I don't know. But it's like literally the only power I have. Because I don't think that any agency is ever going to catch them. Because they don't care. They're more worried about a couple of goofballs that got out of control last January. All right, they're all worried about that. You know, and so on Wednesday, by the way, this is by the Post Millennial, on Wednesday's live episode of Timcast, the in-studio crew was forced to evacuate due to what was referred to as a potentially credible threat around 9:30 Eastern, so 8:30 our time, I guess. Or no, must have been, yeah, maybe Ian Crossman was speaking. Poole suddenly announced that they were being instructed to evacuate the building. The intense scene can be viewed below. You can see that,
so that they buy their medicine. Like if the fire department was incentivized to put out fires,
there's Tim coming
they got
in.
paid more for
and you
every
can see
fire.
an
We have to
officer.
evacuate the building.
You better believe that you'd see a lot more fires. You guys, I love you. I think
We're just gonna keep the live stream going, but we have to evacuate the
All
building.
right.
All right.
We'll be right
You
back.
heard
So
from the
the
top.
stream will just stay up as it is,
Please stay tuned.
and
we'll be
just
back.
please keep watching in case
been
something
real.
happens. But we have to evacuate.
the
But
wide
while we're on
shot.
break, go to
You have the wide
TommyAlvin.com.
shot.
We're gonna grab something to drink.
Well, and at this moment, when they left the scene, I decided to have a little bit of fun. But we'll get into that. Poole tweeted shortly after, potentially credible threat, PD on site, specialist en route. It looked like there were people looking for things that go boom around the set. Keeping details a minimum for security reasons, I totally understand that. I'm glad that everybody's okay there. I'm sure being the dozenth time, it's more of an annoyance than it is, you know, anything potentially scary for them. But yeah, I mean, I would like some agency, whoever it is, to really maybe consider trying to figure this out. If you can't figure out where it's coming from, at least prepare local PD with some sort of like, hey, this is a high likelihood of being a hoax. So like we're not having incidents or accidents, or you have some rookie who's got a little itchy trigger finger or something like that. That was really my biggest fear last night. You know, like listen word for word to everything they said, move slowly, comply completely. You know, it's not like they ran up and dove and put their knee in my back. They were fine. But it was, you know, certainly a scary moment. They ended up having the boom squad come out, searching his house and all this kind of stuff. Now that it's happened to him again, and now it's happened to me, I'm certain it'll continue to happen to me, which is extremely frustrating and annoying. I've talked to my local PD, of course, but this is more of a meme. I think I know why they were mad. It's because I kept sending awesome super chats. Like, you know, in the moment I sent, this is a high this is what got me. I think whoever was swatting him got mad because I was sending super chats. Like, this is a high stress moment, likely a great moment to brew up a delicious cup of Coffee Brand coffee. The stress is getting to you, perhaps one of our new teas will calm you. Perhaps a velvety cup of Coffee Brand cocoa. I also sent stuff like, look, I think we can all agree that this has been a stressful situation. Ancient Mayans have said that organic teas from Coffee Brand coffee are an excellent way to relax, while it's reported that Native Americans prefer their coffee blends and their cocos code TIMCAST. That's right, I gave all of his viewers, the promo code's still active, by the way, 5% off all single item orders. And if you sign up for, you don't need to use the promo code. Anything that you set up as auto refill, whether it's coffee or cocos or coffees or teas, you'll get a bigger discount off of 10%. So yeah, I mean, I guess they probably confused bean and beanie, and that's why they were angry with me. I do apologize for that. You know, I would ask that maybe they enjoy a cup of wonderful Coffee Brand coffee to check it out. And by the way, just an update, and obviously I'll shut up about it again this Friday once the tea officially launches, so that you guys can have another break. But, you know, just check out the reviews if you haven't been. There's 499 reviews. These are from people who are actually drinking my product, actually enjoying it, reviewing it. By the way, here's the cold brew. I was glad to receive these, easy to use, and had little to no sediment after pulling the bag. I like it a little milder. The cold brew bags are going over huge for summertime. here's a lady drinking it. Here's someone with cold brew. People absolutely loving the cold brew for summer. So we have the cold brew, we have the coffee, we have the tea, we have something for everybody. And, don't let the Terrys win. Pick up some coffee, cocoa, or tea, or maybe just some merch from Coffee Brand Coffee. You can use code TIMCAST to save, and I appreciate you. All jokes aside, I'm glad everybody's alive, and I'm glad that so many people came to support me last night and send kind words. A lot of other YouTubers and stuff like that. And so many people are trying out the coffee. I think there was at one point last night like 60 people checking out. It was insane. Fulfillment's already working on everything. All the tea will start shipping tomorrow or maybe even later today, so we're already on that. Yeah, appreciate you. If you're new to the channel, maybe Tim sent you, please click that red subscribe button down below the video. I would greatly appreciate it. Check out the coffee, link in the description, code TIMCAST. We'll talk to you again real soon.